that most in the media thought that Mr. Trump would stumble and wouldn't do well in this first debate. He did very well. In fact, he exceeded expectations.
What were expectations? What made him exceed expectations?
Oh,
bragging about not paying taxes?
I think expectations.
How was that doing well?
It was very clear that he's the agent of change coming into this campaign. He's the one that's going to turn the country around. He's the one that's going to keep us safe. Those are really our two main goals coming into this, and I think we're able to accomplish it.
Why do you think multiple polls, scientific polls, have said Hillary Clinton won that debate by a 2-to-1 margin? I mean, it's been close.
All right, well, I got to set you straight on that one. The polls that happened that night, the night of the debate, the snap polls, the ones that happened online, those all showed Mr. Trump winning in a huge way.
What scientific poll had Donald Trump winning? Give me one scientific poll. Everything else was those are fan polls, man. Those are polls that like computer programmers can mess with.
Those aren't real immediate reactions. Those are a snapshot of what people are thinking who are actually watching the debate. Now, the NBC SurveyMonkey poll, to go after that one, because I figured you're probably going to go to that one next.
That's methodologically sound, but go ahead.
Both Monday and Tuesday. So then Tuesday is influenced by all the debate coverage the next day, which, of course, the media is going to try to hype up Hillary Clinton and make it seem like she won. Not the case at all. People who are watching thought that Mr. Trump won that debate.
Where is the evidence that people who were watching? I mean,
there was time, there was variety.
Those are all like robot polling. It's not real polling.
Chuck, we have the support of the people.
I mean,
again, I understand that Hillary is going to have support from the insiders and from the media. Mr. Trump's going to have the support from the grassroots and from the people.
Jason, you've been doing this a while. You know those are bogus. You know these are bogus. There's nothing. They're beyond non-scientific. In fact, you have evidence. There's some evidence that there are computer programs that help refresh. All you have to do is like empty your history and you get to vote again. They're not real, Jason.
Check. The energy and the enthusiasm in this race is all with Mr. Trump. You look at it today. Mr. Trump in New Hampshire, several thousand people in attendance. Hillary Clinton in Iowa, what did she get? A little over 1,000. I mean, every time Mr. Trump had 12,000 in Melbourne last night or the night before. The energy and excitement is all with our campaign. We're going to continue to show that over and over. I mean, we're seeing it with Hillary.
I want to talk about some of these, like, what part of the debate was rigged? Why does he think the debate was rigged?
Well, take a look at the second half of the debate. I mean, you look at the questions. Really, the operative thing here is the fact that Hillary wasn't asked a number of questions. You look at especially that second half of the debate with the follow-ups that were coming to Mr. Trump, and it is ridiculous. First half of the debate, I think Lester did a much more fair job. The second half of the debate, I mean, it is pretty clearly stacked to Hillary Clinton.
So nobody's telling Donald Trump what to say at a debate, correct? He can say whatever he wants to say.
But again, his focus, talk about his message and his vision, and he did just that.
If he did that, then how come he didn't win these debate polls?
Well, because no, he did win the debate polls.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did, Chuck. I mean, over and over, there are like 7 or 10 of these things.
There have been 2 scientifically conducted polls that have asked the question about the debate. It's not even been close.
No, the NBC one Monday and Tuesday, then that's all being influenced by the post-debate coverage, which is going to be stacked against him in the first place.
All right.
So come on.
So how do you explain away CNN's snap poll? How?
I mean, come on, CNN gets a lot of things wrong. I mean, you know, I can speak a little more specifically to the NBC one, which is over the 2 days. Look, I mean, I'll take the 7+ polls that all showed Mr. Trump winning big time. That's what we think is a much more accurate reflection of what happened on Monday night.
Do you have any concern? He also has been talking about Google being rigged as well. I mean, there is a constant theme here that when things don't go well, something is rigged. Well, something is rigged. That is not the best way to instill confidence in our democracy. Well, why does he do that?
Well, let me take a step back real quick, because one of the biggest things what we're talking about is I see the questions on Mr. Trump. But this is part of the Clinton spin machine game. They don't want to talk about Hillary. I mean, Hillary she had a pretty rough debate. Took it on the chin on the TPP question. The 30 years hit was a big one. That's something that's been resonating. We're seeing the articles over and over, her challenges with millennials, her challenges with African-American voters. Things, I mean, Hillary's either, at best trailing or tied in some of these states. That's where I think the race is right now.
Is there any concern that you have that you're painting? I mean, there's a lot of people that say if you don't accept the fact that the debate wasn't a good one, then you cannot convince him to perform better in the second.
He's going to do great in the second one. I think he'll win the second one. I think he'll win the third one.
Do you believe the debate preparation was adequate going into the first debate?
I think Mr. Trump is ready. I think he'll be ready again.
Do you believe it was adequate going into the first debate?
I think he was fully prepared, and he'll be fully prepared again. And I feel very good about that.
Are you going to have mock debates this time? Because there are supporters. We have talked to his supporters, at a rally in Melbourne who all thought he did poorly. That's what I don't understand why you guys can't accept.
Chuck, that sounds
by the way,
like
people
cherry picking on that.
But there's plenty of evidence where people lose a debate. I just don't understand why we're like creating a reality that doesn't exist.
Chuck, I think you're seeing things just completely differently. I mean, look at Hillary and the problems that she has with her own base right now. You can go to
By the way, we cover that story. But we're not talking about Hillary Clinton. We're talking about Donald Trump. He had an opportunity at the debate, and there was plenty of people that I've talked to anonymously in your world that said there were missed opportunities. Do you agree there were missed opportunities by Donald Trump?
No. He came out of that debate.
He didn't miss a single opportunity. It was a perfect debate?
I think he did excellent. And he drew the clear contrast. He's the outsider. She's the insider. He's the one who's going to bring change. She's the one who wants the status quo. That was a win.
I'm going to go back to the Google thing. Do you guys have any real evidence here?
Well, there's an article on that over the summer.
An article from Sputnik? An article from a Russian?
Breitbart. There's an article in Breitbart.
A Russian news agency that started this?
There's an article in Breitbart. I love the attempt on the Russian.
No, but
we're not going to play the Russia uranium game, but...
Okay, but do you have evidence of this?
There's an article in Breitbart on that.
Does that make it
early
true?
This summer. I mean, it's definitely raised the issue, of course.
But there's raising the issue if it's true. Do you have evidence beyond a report that claims this? Did you guys done your own study on this?
Didn't do our own study, but it's a report that's out in the public. I mean, of course,
just because something is out there doesn't mean it's truthful.
Raise the issue. So it makes you wonder.
I have a feeling we should let it go here.